right, Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our 2016 team-by-team fantasy preview. Today, we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins, and I won't embarrass myself by trying to break out a little Roger Daltrey on you. For people of a certain age, you know who that is. I will not be fooled again by Ryan Tannehill. So, the fantasy preview for these guys is a big unknown. This isn't a team, despite Adam Gase's presence, that I would focus a lot of my energies on. Tannehill, again, last year I was a huge believer. I thought up-tempo offense and skill set around him and Lamar Miller being able to run in a spread, I thought Tannehill would put up huge numbers. He didn't. Won't happen to me again. He won't be on my team. If he is on my team, it is as a late round fantasy Hail Mary. I think he is a number 2. I don't even think he's a real strong number 2, but that's where he fits on my team. In the running game, Ajayi is probably the lead back. Obviously, he takes over for Lamar Miller. Completely different type of runner. He's more of a between-the-tackles guy. He's actually more athletic than people think. People who didn't watch Boise State don't understand. He does have some athleticism. He's quick, just not fast. That said, I would put him as a number 3 running back, maybe a late number 2. I haven't done my position by position total rankings yet, but on the surface, I think he's probably a late 2, early 3 running back. Kenyon Drake, I guess, in a dynasty league makes sense, and maybe in a PPR at the end of the year he has some value, but at this point he's just bench fodder as a replacement for Ajayi. The wide receivers have probably the most upside. Jarvis Landry would be the guy I'd focus most on. He's going to catch the ball in a PPR. He's an absolute beast. He is Julian Edelman. If not, he's going to catch more passes. He won't catch as many touchdowns. I think this might be the year they actually let him play a little bit on the outside, so he has more value in a standard league. So let's call him a solid number 1 in a PPR and a low-end number 2 with a chance to rise in a standard league. Devontae Parker, at this point, he's more of a number 4 in both leagues, but I think he has super, super talent. By the end of the year, he'll be above that. Your lottery ticket is Kenny Stills, bye-week replacement. Every now and again, he might wind up doing a decent job. And Jordan Cameron at the tight end position, I would love to tell you that I know, but I don't know. I think that Jordan Cameron is probably top 15, but tight end is so deep nowadays that I certainly wouldn't go out of my way to get him. He's not going to have another year like he had in Cleveland, but I do think he has serviceable value. Maybe he could be a bye-week replacement. Kicker's a kicker. You guys will know that I don't talk too much about kickers on my fantasy recaps. And from a defensive perspective, with Mario Williams signing in place of Olivier Vernon, I'd expect them to be right where they were last year, which to me is a middling number 2 defense. So unless your roster forces you to carry 2, they're probably just a bye-week replacement. So with your 2016 fantasy preview of the Miami Dolphins, I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.